We continue with exercise 5.1. Then third question. The weekly wages in rupees of 30 workers in a factory are given. Using tally marks, make a frequency table with the intervals as 800 to 810, 810 to 820 and so on. The weekly wages are given. So, you have to make a frequency distribution table using tally marks. Now, you have to start the class intervals from 800 to 810, 810 to 820 and so on. So, the class intervals are already given. Then, look at the class intervals 810 to 800, 800 to 810. Then, 800 is known as the lower class limit, 810 is known as the upper class limit. Now, find out the difference between the upper class limit and the lower class limit. What is the difference? That means 810 minus 800. What is 810 minus 800? You will get it as 10. Then again, when you come to the next class interval, 810 to 820. What is the difference between the upper class limit and the lower class limit? 820 minus 810. So, there also it is 10. So, what is the meaning of that? That means the size of the class interval is 10. So, you have to select the size of the class interval as 10. So, the first class interval is 800 to 810, second one is 810 to 820. So, how can you take the third class interval? Third class interval is 820 to 830, 830 to 840 and so on. So, you have to write down the class intervals. Then we have to make the frequency distribution table. So, the table will consist of 3 columns, that is class intervals, tally marks and frequency. Now, when you look at the observations, you can see that the lowest value is 804 and the highest value is 898. And we have to include all the observations in the class intervals. So, you have to select the class intervals in that way. Now, we have to start writing the class intervals. It is already given. The first one is 800 to 810. Now, the second one is 810 to 820. Then the third one 820 to 830, 830 to 840, 840 to 850, 850 to 860, 860 to 870, 870 to 880, 880 to 890. So, we have to include 898. So, we need the next class interval 890 to 900. So, the last class interval is 890 to 900. So, when you look at each class interval, you can see that the size of the class interval is 10. Now, we have to put the tally marks. Then, first one 830. So, where will you include 830? 830 will be in the class interval 830 to 840. So, here we are considering all the observations below 840. Below 840 is not included, but 830 is included from 830 onwards. So, we have to put 830 against in the class interval 830 to 840. Next one 835, 835, 890. So, 890 will come in the group 890 to 900. So, the higher class interval you have to consider 880 and 890, 890 and 900 are there. Out of these two class interval you can see that this is the higher class interval. So, you have to include that value in the higher class interval. And the meaning of the class interval is all the observations below 900 and from 890 onwards. 890 and all the observations below 900. So, 890 is included in the class interval. Then 810. So, out of these two class intervals, the higher class interval is 810 to 820. So, there we can include. Then the next value is 835. So, 835, yeah. Then 836, 869, 845, 898, 890, 820, 820 you have to include the higher class interval. Out of these two class intervals, 820 is the higher class interval. So 820, 860, 832, then 833, 855, 845, 804, 808, 812, 840. So out of this, the higher class interval is 840. So 840 to 850. So we can include 840 there. 885, 835, 835, 836, 878, 840. Where will you include 840? So we have two class intervals with the 840. So the higher class interval 840. Then 868, 890, 806, 840, 840. So we can write down the total number of tally marks against each class interval: 3, 2, 1, 9, 5, 1, 3, 1, 1, 4. So 3, 2, 1, 9, 5, 1, 3, 1, 1, 4. So we have the grouped frequency distribution table. Now next question. Draw a histogram for the frequency table made for the data in question number 3. So you have to draw a histogram for the frequency table made for the data in question number 3. So you have to draw a histogram. That means you have to represent the data graphically using the histogram and answer the following questions. And after that you have to answer the following questions. Now we can answer the questions based on the table, or by looking at the graph also we can answer the questions. Now based on the table, how will you answer? Which group has the maximum number of workers? Which group has the maximum number of workers? Now go and look at the groups. So when you look at the group 830 to 840 has the highest frequency. What is that? 9. So we can say that in which group has the maximum number of workers? 830 to 840. So this group has the maximum number of workers. Then next one, how many workers earn rupees 850 and more? How many workers earn rupees 850 and more? How many workers earn rupees 850 and more? So which all class intervals you have to consider? So look at that. Here when you look into this class interval 840 to 850, you have to consider all the observations below 850. But from 850 to 860, we are considering all the observations or all the values above 850. So the meaning is that here we have to consider all the values or the number of workers who earns more than 850. More than 850. So which all class intervals you have to consider? 850 to 60, 860 to 70, 70 to 80, 880 to 90, 890 to 900. So the corresponding frequencies you have to look into. So you have to add those frequencies. So the frequencies are 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4 equal to 10. So the how many workers earn rupees 850 and more? So 10 workers earn rupees 850 and more. Now how many workers earn less than 850? How many workers earn less than 850? So look at that, how many workers earn less than 850. So all these class intervals, when you look into that, that means the wages below 850. So the corresponding frequencies are 3, 2, 1, 9 and 5. So 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 5 equal to 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 5, 11 plus 9. So the answer is 20. So 20 workers earn less than 850. So their earnings is less than 850. Now next we have to draw the histogram. So for this grouped frequency distribution, you have to draw the histogram. So the values are given. So we can write it as class intervals and the frequencies, and no need to put the tally marks here. We need only these two columns. So 3, 2, 1, 9, 5, 1, 3, 1, 1. So the last value is 4. 3, 2, 1, 9, 5, 1, 3, 1, 1, 4. So the last value it is 4. Not 1, it is 4. So I wrote the values. Then again we have to draw the histogram. So in order to draw the histogram, first we have to draw the axis, x-axis and y-axis, horizontal axis and vertical axis we have to draw. Now this one x-axis and this one we can take it as y-axis. Then after that we have to select the scale. So on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to, on y-axis 1 centimeter equal to. Now look at that the frequency. So here one maximum value is 9. So this 1 centimeter, what we can take it? So 1 centimeter we can take it as a 1. That means this frequency gives the number of workers. Therefore 1 centimeter is equal to 1 worker. That means the 1 employee or one employee or 1 worker we can take. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 worker. Then we can put the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, the highest value is 9. So we can mark it till 10. Then we have to draw the histogram, and here look at that. When you start drawing the histogram, we can see that the class intervals are started from 800 onwards. So you have to draw a jagged line or a broken line, jagged line or a broken line. So in order to show that we are not considering all the observations below 0 to 800, below 800 we are not considering. Therefore on the x-axis you have to draw a jagged line or a broken line in order to indicate that. So you have to remove this part and you have to draw a jagged line. So here you have to draw the jagged line. To draw a jagged line. Then after that you have to start marking the class intervals. You can mark it. So 800. So the first point you can take it as 800, first point. Second one 810. Next point 820. So I will write like this: 800, then 810, 820, 830, 830 to 840, 40 to 850, 860, 870, 880, 890 and 900. Now the first one 800 to 810, 3. 800 to 810, 3. Next one 810 to 820, so the value is 2. Then 820 to 830, 1. Then 830 to 840, 9. Then 840 to 850, 5. $850 to $861. $860 to $873. $870 to $881. $80 to $90, that is also 1. Then next one is 4. So here we have the histogram. Histogram, and here the weekly wages, or you can write the class intervals, or weekly wages are given on the x-axis, and y-axis the number of workers. So the number of workers are represented on the y-axis, or the corresponding, that means the frequencies. Now you have to mention the scale. It is very important. On y-axis how much you are taking. 1 centimeter means a 1 square box or 1 unit you can say, and it will represent how many workers. That depends upon the problem. If it is given as employees, how many employees, or if it is given as mark, how much mark, that means how many, that you have to write it here. And based on this graph also you can answer. So which group has the highest frequency? That means 830 to 840. So you can see that that group represents the maximum number of workers, 830 to 840. Then you have to consider, that means how many workers earn more than 850. So more than 850 means you have to consider from 850 onwards. More than 850. Here the value is 1, then here 3, again 1, 1 and 4. So 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 4, 10. So how many workers earn more than 850? So from the graph we will get the answer as a 10. Then how many workers earn less than 850? So you have to consider the height of the bars below this 850. You have to consider all those bars. So here the value is 3, here it is 2, 1 and here 9 and here it is 5. So you have to consider all these values. 5 plus 9, 14, 14 plus 1, 15 plus 2, 17 plus 3, 20. So from the graph also you can answer those questions, or based on the table also you can answer the questions. Now homework, exercise 5.1, question number 5. A histogram is given in your textbook. You have to look at the histogram and answer the questions given. That's all for today's class. Thank you.